This is really close up to me now. I feel like I need to adjust it. Kind of too close. Lollipop. It's not supposed to be there. Okay, this reading is for Aquarius. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Aquarius? I knew that was too close. Oh, the Aquarius is having a blast here in the present time with the devil, letting the devil take control. Oh man, too much of it. It's a warning to slow down and relax. Don't drink so much. Don't eat so much, or watch what you're eating. Okay, we know this already. It's not anything new. We had Mother's Day and a lot of people overdo it. They get together with their families and friends and party. In the unconscious, there's this struggle. It's a creative struggle. It looks like it has to do with work. In the past, there was a Gemini. In the near future, we have love and light with the sun coming in. And finding yourself developing new tasks, new skills, taking on a new hobby. Others see this as a triumph. Hope and fear is a Cancer person. And then as a final outcome, we've got a lost faith and love. So there's a trust that needs to be renewed as a final outcome. This reading is for Pisces. What does our Pisces have in store? Or what did the cards have in store for the Pisces here? Pisces. Coming in. Okay, the Pisces has an Aquarius on the surface of the situation. This person may seem aloof, cold, unfeeling, competitive, smart, witty. We've got Temperance as a crossing card. That's emotional stability. And if it's creating an obstacle in the path, it looks like maybe there's a need for that type of grounding. With that card comes a balance and even flow of feeling. So this Pisces might be holding something in. On the surface, we have wish fulfillment. And in the unconscious, there's a Capricorn desire. In the past, we had a immature type of relationship. In the near future, we've got a struggle with the Five of Wands. This is a battle between Jason and a dragon over the golden fleece. And in the cards, it means that this is a time where this struggle is beyond your capabilities, and you're going to have to ask for help when it comes to whatever creative project is happening here. That this is right. This goes together. With the struggle comes a healer and a counselor type of role here. The Nine of Pentacles, the views of others, is this person, this Pisces has the money that they need. Their financial stability is intact. A hope and fear is making a concrete commitment to the love, to one another. The love affair. I want to say that. Make a commitment to the love affair. It is. It's kind of like you're already committed to each other. We had that in the 9 of Cups. In the 10 of Cups, it's like making a commitment to that relationship. Make it concrete. And then the final outcome is a happy, safe journey with the Eight of Wands. We have the ship, the Viking ship. Well, it looks like a Viking ship, but actually this is Greek mythology. I don't know why I'm watching Vikings and I'm thinking Vikings. I'm watching the shows on TV or Netflix or whatever. So I just immediately thought of the Vikings because that's the same type of ship. But this is not Vikings. These are Greeks here. This is Jason in the Golden Fleece, the search for the Golden Fleece. So his ship is very similar, where it's out in the open water on the sea. And here we have dolphins swimming next to it. And the ship is all lit up and everything is going in the right direction. It's really positive energy there for a final outcome on this Pisces reading. This reading is for Aries. There's the Aries. You see the Aries and the King. I cut the cards to shuffle them, and the King of Wands peeks out. Aries are very handsome, very outgoing, and just what's the word for it? What? There's a word for it. When those people draw you in, they're like, and it's not charismatic. They're charismatic, but they're also flamboyant, maybe. Okay, so what do the spirit guides have in store for Aries? Come on, don't fall. Don't fall out of the frame. Okay, here we have the present situation is someone offering money for your talents at work or your skills, and it may not be altogether upright type of person, or not person, but it's the task, whatever I don't know, there's a moral question involved with the Seven of Pentacles. We have Daedalus here, and oh gosh, I can't remember what queen is offering him, trying to get him to do a job. I can't remember what she wants him to do. He's a builder, he's a carpenter. He's very skilled. He doesn't really need the money. His coins are all lined up on a column in the Seven of Pentacles, and there is a calf, like a cow, that's standing next to her. And I don't remember what she's wanting him to do in the story, but she's holding a coin and offering him a pentacle or a coin. And then we have the Four of Cups as a crossing card. And in the Four of Cups, there's three women, and they're gathered around and they're gossiping. And the Four Cups are standing tall, and it's like they're in the Roman Forum, or it's some type of marketplace or lounge, or and the sky is blue. And in this reading, it's crossing the the journey. So this gossip is creating a very big problem for our hero here, the Aries, in this reading. Okay, on the surface, we've got the Page of Pentacles. I don't remember his name. He's standing he's a young man wearing a green tunic and standing on a fertile field of grain. I think it's wheat. Grasping up one small pentacle. So in the cards, the pages represent youth and childlike thought. And in this case, it's with money. So we've got on the surface, there's some idea or thought of what to do with your money, but it may not be the most it may not yield the most money, whatever that thought is. Okay. In the unconscious, we have Justice. Justice is Athena, and she's seated in her throne. She's holding her double-edged sword in one hand and a scale in the other. Both of her columns are white, and the floor is a checkerboard, and blue skies are in the background. In the tarot cards, Justice can represent court, actual court, or law. Having a problem with the law. And in this situation for the Aries, it's in the unconscious. So maybe they had some problem in the past, and they might think that is going to create some issues or come to the surface. In the past, there's Temperance. And Temperance is Iris, the goddess Iris, and she's holding 2 cups, and she's turning the fluid in the cup back and forth. So it's like an even flow of emotion, and there's a balance here. And she's surrounded by a rainbow. Iris has wings. I think she's not the only winged person or deity here. And there's irises at her feet, just in case I forget. Just in case I forget what her name is, just to remind me. But she's happiness and bliss. These are both very good cards. In the near future, we've got the Empress, and the Empress is Demeter. And Demeter is like the Earth Mother. She's like the goddess of the earth and the harvest. And she's holding wheat, and this queen is pregnant. And I think I want to say those are poppies at her feet. In the tarot cards, it means that there could be a childbirth, that there could be a pregnancy, that there could be a startup of a new business. It's a very good card to have as a near future, or anywhere in the tarot cards, really, except for blocking the path. We don't want to see her blocking the path, and sometimes she pops up there. But this is a good place for her. It's going to be a rough road, because where one finds oneself is with a struggle. There's a creative struggle here that is like a writer's block. And the 5 of Wands is, again, Jason battling the dragon. Others see this situation others see this Aries as having qualities of a spiritual healer or a therapist type of person. Maybe the Aries is a good listener. Maybe the Aries has some skills with speaking speaking in a way where people listen and people respect what his knowledge is, what type of things he's been through to come to the conclusion where he is at that place. And we have another person here. This is in the near future. I'm looking at the Queen of Wands. Or not the near future, but in a fear and hope. A hope and fear of a Leo. A Leo would be a competitor, like competition, possibly. That's where I see that being in this reading for the Aries. Oh, and we have a final outcome as a Five of Pentacles. And this is a card where I think this is Daedalus. I think, I don't remember why he has why he has, there's a loss of money here with this card. He's in a cloak. He's hiding. There's rocks, and there's a castle in the background, and the pentacles are on the castle. And this is a nighttime card. It's in the moonlight. It's at night, and it means a loss of money when we get this card in the reading. So as a final outcome, losing money. Makes me go back to this decision where he had to make a decision, and maybe it just didn't go the right way. Or it doesn't go the right way. Or, we're humans and we can change our minds. We don't have to do anything that we don't want to do, usually. Or if we need help, we can ask for help. It's also a reminder to keep in mind that the tarot readings can vary. These are not set in stone. Things change with the decisions that we make as we go out on our path, and it's like, oh, well, you told me I was going to have a child. Yeah, but you didn't go on that vacation or something. It's like there's something. It's like things happen, or you got sick or whatever. Maybe it wasn't a child. Maybe it was buying a car or something else. This reading is for Taurus. Watch that card come up. That card is gonna pop up. We're gonna meet the Empress again. This is, some people read these upside down, but I'm not going to read them upside down. To me, it's like, this is the King of Swords. It's a Libra. It's an actual person that is in this journey for the Taurus right now at this moment. Sometimes we don't know who they are because we don't know their birthday, It could be, who knows who it is. Okay, so the 10 of Pentacles is crossing the path, and this is a happy family. So it may be some idealistic vision of what a happy family is or needs to be that is causing this Taurus to run into some trouble in your journey. And that's some big trouble there on the surface. We've got Judgment. And Judgment is Hermes in this deck of cards, in this tarot deck. And he is like the mastermind of the underworld. And in this card, there are people rising from the dead. They're mummies, and they're rising from the dead. There's one column that's black and one column that's white. He's in a cave, and actually he's in a tomb, and there's a staircase. Outside, there's a beautiful waterfall with fields of green and blue skies. So that just reminds us that we don't have to stay in this moment, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. This might be a difficult time right now, but it's not the end all. Well, okay, some would say Judgment is the end of days and a rebirth. So we can take it for what it's worth here. 7 of Wands in the unconscious is a struggle, a creative struggle that is evenly matched, and you may be unaware of, I don't know. It looks like usually the wands represent some type of project, and this could be having a struggle with developing that project. In the past, we have the Queen of Wands, and she's a Leo. And in the near future, we have the Hanged Man, and this is Prometheus. He stole the fire from the gods for mankind. So even though his intentions were good, he was still punished. And this is his punishment. He's hanging upside down. His legs are tied, and there is a vulture picking at his eyes for eternity. In the tarot cards, it means that we need to make a sacrifice. And then we'll find ourselves with Pisces in the stable, loving hands of a Pisces. Others see this as bliss. A great hope, a greatest hope and fear. Our hope and fear is a chariot. And the chariot is a moral decision. A final outcome, we've got some negative thoughts here with the 9 of Swords. This is Orestes. And he's plagued by some miserable thoughts that are like nightmares. And many of the cards in the Suit of Swords are dark. It's a reminder that it's a reminder to surround yourself with positive people. You know, all of the people here, they're important. They're important to this Taurus, the Libra, the Leo, the Pisces. They're important for this, for the negative thoughts to be pushed aside, starved out. Okay. This reading is for Gemini. What do the spirit guides have in store for Gemini? Okay, in the present situation, this can go either way, okay? This can either be your group of friends right now, is you're leaning on your group of friends right now in this present time, in this present situation. But it could also be a warning to not gossip about others. The Six of Pentacles as a crossing card. This card, in this card we've got Orpheus, the king, handing his 6 pentacles to Daedalus in a generous motion. Orpheus is in his throne, seated, and Daedalus is on his knees as a beggar, almost. Some people say this is like, it could be either generosity or poverty. I don't read it as poverty. In this reading, it's creating the obstruction. So I would say, okay, yeah, maybe it is. There's a loss of money here. There's a need to accept someone's generosity, to get on to this journey here. And on the surface, we've got the Ace of Cups, and this is Venus rising from the ocean, holding a giant cup. And it means it's a time to open your heart, and all of the aces are energy, a burst of energy. In the unconscious, we've got the 8 of Pentacles. This is Daedalus again, and he's hammering on his coin, and his coins are stacked under the table. And it means that it's a time to hone in on your skills. It's like you've got your skills, but you just need you need to put forth a little more effort. In the past, we have the sun, and the sun is Apollo, and he's holding his lyre and his harp, and his arches are behind him. He's in a beautiful green field. No, it's not a field. It's a like a garden, and it represents love and light. The Six of Wands in the near future. This is a trophy. This is Jason capturing the golden fleece. He's holding it above his head. He's on the top of the mountain. He's had one hell of a journey, and he's made it. He's done it, and others behind him are proud, and they're all holding wands, and they're all giving him praise. So we have a lot of kings in this card. There's even someone that I don't recognize, and it looks like, and it's like, oh, you know who that is? That's Hercules. I didn't even realize he was in this card. There's another person in this card I don't recognize too. And that's in the near future. That's a big win. Oh, this is even better. Where one finds oneself with content money here. We've got Daedalus has his stack of money. His coins are all arranged in a pyramid. They're organized. It's stability, financial stability, and the Nine of Pentacles. Also, he's in an arch or arbor. There's an arbor with grapes that are fruitful and ripe, and the grass is fertile, and the sun is shining in the sky. It's a really good card. Others are having feelings that this Gemini has some qualities of an Aries, or charisma like an Aries. Or maybe they're creative, like an artist. And then hope and fear is death. And death is represented by Hades himself. And he's in a cloak of black. And he's wearing a mask, like a helmet, like a Trojan helmet with feathers on the top. And you can't see his eyes. It's just black and dark. The mask is somewhat gold or brass. This is a portrait of a sunset. And the sun is very bright red in the distance. And there are green fields in the distance. But at his feet are his slaves. And they're sort of representative of our human selves. And they're naked like children. And it's barren land. And he's opening his hands. And one of the children is holding a flower. It's an actual child holding a flower and handing it to him like a gift. Death in the tarot is a time for grief. It means that we need to take time for mourning whatever loss we've experienced. Some people a lot of people do not grieve well. You know, it's like we don't like to grieve, but some people just like they shut it off completely. Like they just turn into a brick wall when it comes to experiencing loss. Okay, we have the final outcome as a Knight of Wands, and this is a Sagittarius. And the Sagittarius is riding Pegasus, holding a flame, holding a wand, and he too is in armor and a helmet, and He has a little, there's a little, there's a little like mythological figure here in this card. And I always forget what the name of it is, but it's like a half goat and a half lion. And that's a symbol for Sagittarius. All right. I wish I was burning some incense. I really need, like, I feel like I need to burn some incense and clear the air. It's like I'm only halfway there. This reading is for Cancer. Oh, nuts. I don't have my remote here with me. There's power. Power is on the surface for the Cancer. This creative project that is finished has become a problem, an obstacle. There's a marriage on the surface of the situation. In the unconscious, we have the Fool. That's taking a risk. In the past, there was the Wheel of Fortune, time, fate. In the near future, we've got the Ace of Wands. That's an upsurgence of creative energy. Where one finds oneself, we have a Gemini. Others see this Cancer as narcissistic or needing self-care. And the Seven of Cups, hope and fear, is happiness and love. Happy relationship. And the final outcome is the Devil. The Devil tarot card represents alcoholism, gambling, lust, this reading is for the Leo Zodiac sign. The Leo's in a time where there's some lost hope with the relationship at the present time. The Three of Wands is a crossing card, and it's a small reward for your work. It's like there's not enough what is it? Morale is low, and it's creating an obstacle in your path. The Nine of Wands, this is a struggle, a creative struggle on the surface. The Four of Wands is in the unconscious. You have what you need for the project. The Six of Cups in the past, that's nostalgia and sentimental feelings over love. In the near future, the Five of Pentacles is a loss of money. And then you'll find yourself receiving love and light. And others see it as a choice in love, with the card of the Lovers being there. A hope and fear is physical, emotional, psychological exhaustion. The Ten of Swords. And then the final outcome is an upsurgence of love and opening your heart with the Ace of Cups as a final outcome. This reading is for Virgo, the Zodiac sign Virgo. What do the spirit guides have in store for our Virgo? In the present situation, there's an Aries. There's an Aries in the present situation for this Virgo reading. The Eight of Pentacles. That's creating a problem in your path that you don't have enough skills. Your work, you're not working hard enough, and it's creating a obstacle in your journey. for the Page of Wands to be on the surface of this situation, this is an immature idea, or of a like, it's a fleeting moment. It's like, you're trying to think of what the project, what's the next move, and it's hard to grasp. And in the unconscious, there's money, a little inkling of what to do with the money, and or how to work with this little of income, or something that's in the unconscious that's like, again, the page of Pentacles. In the past, there was a destruction of the old ways with the Tower in the past. In the near future, you have enough knowledge for your journey to come with the Six of Swords. And then you will find yourself in a position where you're being rewarded for your creativity, your imagination. Others see this as a struggle. Others see you having a struggle at this time. It looks like at work. The King of Pentacles is a hope and fear, and that is a Capricorn. This person is very good with money. They're like, they have the Midas touch. And they may appear as a threat. The Six of Wands as a final outcome. This is a good card. This is a great card to have as a final outcome. It's like everything gets resolved and nicely comes into this project that is, you're being rewarded for the project. And it can also mean public acclaim as a final outcome. This reading is for Libra. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Libra? Wait a minute. Am I at Libra? I'm losing track. It's like ending of the music is throwing me off. Pisces is on the surface for our Libra. There's a Pisces person. And then we have intuition is creating an obstacle in your path. You don't have intuition. You need to follow your intuition. You need to see it for what it is. Clarity with the moon here as an obstruction. It's a need for clarity. The Emperor on the surface of the situation is power. In the unconscious, there's a creative struggle. In the past, there was happiness and bliss. In the near future, there's a little bit of a intellectual spark. And then coming into that feeling of meeting your soulmate, finding your self in another. It's like your person that completes you with the world. And judgment is where others view this situation, and it's a it's a shadow that's casting over this journey for your Libra person here. There may be some negative energy, like negative people that, and here there's also a fear, a hope and fear. There's also the Chariot, which is a moral decision. And so it's like everything comes in as a good it's like the story is good, and then some other people like don't see it as good. And then in the final outcome, you've got a great love. There's a great love affair here, with the final card being the Seven of Cups. Okay, this is for Scorpio. What do our spirit guides have in store for the Scorpio? My water is gone. My music is gone. Marriage is in the present situation for the Scorpio. There's a moral decision regarding your money that is creating an obstacle in the path. There's an Aries on the surface. In the unconscious, we've got illness. This is like a nightmare kind of situation. The illness in the unconscious, it could mean that you're ill, or that someone close to you is ill, or that you're like having really bad dreams. We've got the Knight of Wands. My light's shutting down. The Sagittarius is in the past. The Ace of Swords is upsurgence of wisdom in the near future. And then a smooth journey to find yourself in travel, or this is a holiday, this is a vacation type of card. And then we have the others see you as needing more education, school. And the Chariot is again here with a problem. The hope and fear is some type of moral decision between good and bad. And then we have a final outcome of the World for our Scorpio. My goodness, that's a soulmate or a twin flame. And on the surface is marriage here. Wow. Lots of great things happening for the Scorpio. Things are looking good. This reading is for Sagittarius. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Sagittarius? There's a Scorpio in the present situation for the Sagittarius. And there's a one night stand that's creating an obstacle or problem in your journey, or some type of immature love. The Four of Pentacles on the surface is an apprentice. On the surface, there's a apprentice. In the unconscious, we have the Taurus person. In the past, the Eight of Cups represents a loss in love, like heartbreak. In the near future, there's a Pisces coming in, and that Pisces is also greeting you with a Cancer. There's a Cancer coming in as well. This person is like a therapy or a counselor, wounded healer. Others see your situation as being a committed relationship. A great hope and fear is a Gemini. And then a final outcome is the Wheel of Fortune, which is fate. Represents fate. This reading is for Capricorn. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Capricorn? In the present situation, this Capricorn has a loss of money. There's a Libra that's blocking the path in this journey. On the surface, this Capricorn is retreating into themselves, and the Hermit represents the time of darkness. In the unconscious, there's the Empress, and looks like a desire to have a child. In the past, it was a good time to invest money. In the past, there was a big money energy there. Finances were good. In the near future, we've got negative thoughts coming in. Something to beware of. And then you'll find yourself with a happy family. Having a happy family. Others see this as a time for self-care, with the strength coming in for the views of others. And the Five of Swords is a hope and fear, and that is not having enough education or knowledge. And then the final outcome is your group needing to lean on your group when it comes to matters of the heart. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I appreciate it. We're going to head out with a song from the bowl. And that's the end of this stream. Everything starts shutting down. One by one, things shut down.